bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and wet behind the ears. Gawky little string bean, he's nothing. Green as a willow sprig, ain't seen too many years. That gawky little string bean, he's nothing. He's got a lot of knocks to take, he's got a lot to learn. He's got a lot of growing up to do. He's got a lot of going through and fingers to burn before they call him more than, hey you!
Hey you, boy!
Pardon me, sir, but I'm looking for my uncle, Lester Tugwell.
Lester Tugwell?
Yes, sir. He was supposed to meet me here, but he hasn't. Met me.
Well, the only Tugwell in these parts is old Turkeyneck.
Turkeyneck? No, sir. My uncle is Lester Tugwell, owner of the T-Bar T Ranch.
Well, he ain't been around. I ain't seen him not for some time. Lester.
Sir, would you happen to know then where the men from his outfit usually hang out when they come to town?
The men from his outfit?
His trail boss. Or his waddies, or drovers. Even one of his grub slingers. I thought maybe any of them might be able to give me a ride out to the home spread.
Your uncle, you say he was expecting you? He knowed you was coming?
Yes, sir.
You'd best set yourself down and wait around. He'll be along, I'd imagine, else he'd have made other arrangements.
Spirit and vinegar and lots of fighting heart. He's got the ammunition that's something. But life is a road to hoe and he's just at the start. That gawky little string bean, he's nothing. That gawky little string bean, he's nothing.
Son? You all right, boy?
Yes, sir.
Never knew these chairs to be that skitterish. You from Chicago, son?
Yes, sir.
You relation to old Turkeyneck?
I'm not sure, sir. My uncle is Lester Tugwell.
You're the one. The way he talked, though, I expect you to be a mite bigger. I'm Sheriff Hoop. Best you come along with me.
Uncle Lester's not in jail, is he?
Not actually in jail, but that ain't saying he hadn't ought to be.
Son, your uncle just asked me to fetch you on out to his place on the way home. He's been running short-handed as always.
May I ask you something, Sheriff?
What's that?
Why does everybody call my Uncle Lester Turkeyneck?
Well, you see, son, out here in the West, everyone's got a nickname. And when one man calls another man by his nickname, why, that's just his way of being friendly. You understand? There is one little problem, though. See, I got myself in a bind since I talked to Turkeyneck last. Something came up.
Oh?
Oh, I won't be able to get home for a couple of hours. Now, would you have spent some time here at the courthouse, or do you want to poke around town a little bit?
Well, how long do you suppose it'll be?
Well, I see, son, that's the problem. I could be here until... Come to think of it, I could be longer than that. Wait a minute, I got an idea. Come on, son. Sagebrush! Sagebrush! Hold on there a minute. You heading for home? Could you give this boy a lift part way?
Sure thing. Hop in, son. How far you going?
Well, do you go
I'll be
by...
tied up at the courthouse for 2 or 3 hours, maybe a lot more. There's no need be this boy sitting around here.
Plenty of room. How far you going?
Well...
When I saw you cranking up the car, I said to myself, ain't no reason why this boy can't ride out with those Sagebrush and Laura-Kate.
Well, ain't no bother at all. I was just trying to find out...
Put the valise right in here. Put your legs right up there, son. Now, it's gonna be a little bit uncomfortable, but it'll stop the valise from bouncing out. And it's a lot better than sitting around here for a couple of hours. Nice to have met you, son. Sagebrush, see you next time you come to town, and thanks a lot.
Oh, I can't figure it out. I never heard the sheriff do that much talking all 3 times he ran for office.
Somebody putting parrot seed in his flapjacks.
should have done that, Sheriff?
Nope. But I can't wait to hear how it comes out.
My name's Brackney, son. Will Brackney. And mostly, though, folks call me Sagebrush.
How do you do, sir? I'm Richie Caldwell. Friends call me Richie, mostly.
This is my daughter, Laura-Kate. Say howdy.
Howdy. Nice to meet you.
What I was trying to find out was, where you going? Where you want off at?
Well, do you go by the T-Bar T Ranch?
T-Bar T?
Old Turkeyneck's place. Of all the...
You got business there, have you, boy?
Yes, sir. Lester Tugwell is my uncle. I've come out here to live with him.
That's why Surefoot wouldn't let us get a word in edgewise. He didn't want us to find out.
That's enough, Laura-Kate. We don't generally have much truck with old Turkeyneck.
Why? What's the matter?
Let's just say it's something personal. You never actually met your uncle, huh?
Even Aunt Margaret hasn't seen him for more than 20 years. She's his sister.
A man can change 20 years.
Uncle Lester, he was supposed to come to Chicago on his honeymoon. But then the woman he was gonna marry, I guess she died. About the same time as my mother. Poor Uncle Lester never got over it.
Well, that's not quite how it was.
Well, that's what Aunt Margaret told me.
The woman he was fixing on marrying, she didn't die. She finally come to her senses and married somebody else at the last minute. She married me. Next time I'll oblige you, do the world a favor.
Was that a coyote?
Too dang ornery for a coyote, and too stupid to be a hyena.
Well, then what was it?
It's supposed to be a dog.
Is this where you live?
No, son, it's where you live. This here's your uncle's place, T-Bar T.
Hey, what do you think you did? Now, hold on now. Quit pushing. You be careful. Now, hold on. Oh!
Leave me, huh? Go ahead. Leave me now, just before Mustang in time.
That there's your Uncle Lester.
I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to make sure nobody ever hires either one of you again.
You think we would have come here in the first place if anybody else would have took us on?
Yeah, we're quitting right now.
Yeah.
Quit? Why, you can't quit, you no-good knotheads. 'Cause you're fired. Retroactive as of yesterday. Besides, I don't need you. Got me some other help coming. Now, you get off this place. Now, you get!
That's a nice...
Besides, neither one of you know which end of a cow to milk nohow. Well, of all the jackass nerve... What are you doing on this place? I'll get...
This ain't no pleasure visit, that's for sure.
Well, now, look, you just get that there poison fume-spreading, gasoline-chugging junk pile off in my place. What are you trying to do, suffocate all my livestock? I'll get...
I can't get fast enough. Too bad we couldn't have dropped you off at a more promising place, son.
You ain't dropping nobody off here. You. Brother boy, get back in that shutterbuggy and get off this property before
I knew you were mean natural, Turkeyneck Tugwell, but I thought you'd at least try to cover up some for kinfolk.
Kinfolk? What kinfolk?
I'm Richard, Uncle Lester.
Let's get out of here, Laura-Kate. I think our car's starting to cough from all the pure meanness it's inhaling around here. Good luck, son, and you're gonna need every bit of it.
We live just over the hill if you need anything. Goodbye. Thanks for the ride.
Your Aunt Margaret wrote me that you was a big boy. I mean, look at the size of you. Just look. Said you was 12 years old. Big for your age.
Well, I am, sir. I was the second biggest boy in my room at school.
Just don't make no sense. Time I was your age, I was full grown, had a pretty fair beard.
When you were 12?
Hey, Turkeyneck. That the relation you was telling us about? Coming out from Chicago?
Gonna do the work of 2 men just for room and board.
Kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel, ain't you?
All right, now you two get off of my property, and if you ever come back, I'm gonna shoot you both dead.
Yee-haw! Wee-wee!
Huh. Well, there's a house. Thinking we might as well go on inside with your stuff. Say, tell me something. Can you milk?
You mean cows?
Can you wrangle?
No, sir. I don't think so.
Rope?
No, sir.
Ride.
Horses?
Your Aunt Margaret, she got no room for you? I mean, can't take care of you no longer?
No, sir, that's not it. See, the store she works for, they offered her a lot better job. But she'd have to go away on buying trips. And there was nobody to leave me with there. So, she thought that...
Just seems like she might have explained things a little better. I mean, how big you wasn't. All that.
Well, she did give me money in case... Well, if things didn't work out, she said she could always keep her old job, if need be.
I guess we better think on that a spell, huh? Come on. Let's go.
Bye, Uncle Lester.
I got kind of unused to Lester. Oh, there's you. Matter of fact, I never did cotton to it much anyways.
Well, what should I call you?
Well, now, folks around here calls me Turkeyneck. I don't see no reason why you ought to be different.
Uncle Turkeyneck?
Yeah, well, that does lose a little something when you put uncle on it, don't it?
Maybe I could call you Uncle Tugwell.
No, I'll tell you what. I think the best thing for us to do is when time to get up, I'll call you. All right? Oh. down before we both die of smoke fever. You darn fool, ain't you never seen a stove before?
But with that market stove, all you have to do is just turn the little handles out in front when you want the gas to go up or down.
Oh, yeah, well, look, let me tell you something. Don't you never, ever, under any circumstances, touch that stove again. You got that straight?
Yes, sir.
Hey, go on. Yeah.
You get off of there! Hey, Uncle, is it all right if your dog sleeps with me?
Maybe you'd best ask Crowbait if it's all right for you to sleep with him. It's his bunk that you're sleeping in. Hey, Richard, what they call you back in Chicago? You got a nickname?
Why don't you just call me Chicken Neck like everybody else? Got any reason to be different?
What's that? What'd you say?
Nothing!
Nothing? Well, I'll be dogged. I'd never heard Boy Called Nuthin before. Yeah, well, what's good enough for them, good enough for me.
Richie! They call me Richie!
All right, good night, Nuthin.
What I was trying to tell you is my...
Rode into Laredo. He started spending money on a blue-eyed blonde tornado. Then his roving eye spied Sally Fry, a redhead of renown. When the blonde saw Brown with red in town, she chopped old Live Oak down. Oh. How many cows can a cowpoke punch till a cow will punch a cowpoke? How many cows can a cowpoke punch till a cow will punch him back? Oh, a shark named Steve took all the boys in a game of deuces wild. He cleaned them out and grabbed the pot and said tough luck and smiled. As he turned to leave, from his sleeve, a deuce fell on the bar. Well, now Steve left town in a fancy gown of chicken feathers and tar. Oh, how many cows can a cowpoke punch till a cow will punch a cowpoke? How many cows can a cowpoke punch till a cow will punch him back? It's sad, but so, some varmints never learn. It's sad, but so, they keep forgetting that a worm can turn. How many cows can a cowpoke punch till a cow will punch a cowpoke? How many cows can a cowpoke punch till a cow will punch him back?
Did you call me Uncle Tugwell?
No, I was, well, just singing, sort of. What you doing the boots?
I cleaned them the best I could.
Oh, there was no need for you to do that. Oh, but I do sure thank you. That was very nice. Just set them there on the table, will you?
Are they awful hard to walk in with such high heels?
They ain't no higher than nobody else's. Of course, they don't sit like flapjacks on a griddle the way them things you're wearing do. Oh.
Would you mind? Could I try them on just once?
Oh, yeah, sure. Say, you know, I guess that wasn't much of a welcome I gave you last night.
It was all right.
Well, no, you just come up on me at kind of a bad time. Firing them 2 saddle tramps. Yeah, I guess I was in sour mood, you know.
Sure.
I think what you're gonna have to do is kind of nail them down mule style. Yeah. You know, I was thinking last night. It might be kind of nice to have somebody around, some company. I mean, you know, a relation that you could talk to. If I was set up for it. Of course, this ain't a very fitting place for a boy.
It's just fine.
Oh, just an old cattle stump. That's what it is when you boil it right down. I don't know, but I just somehow got out of the habit of keeping everything up.
Well, I could help a little bit. I can clean house and wash clothes, sew on buttons, things like that.
And now, is that what the boys do in Chicago? Hey, tell me something. What do the girls do? They play marbles and fly kites?
Aunt Margaret had to work, and I tried to help her in every way I could. Sometimes when she was going to work late, I even cooked dinner. Wasn't anything I was ashamed of.
Oh, no, I didn't mean nothing like that. Well, there's certainly ain't nothing to be ashamed of when you're helping out. It's just that I need somebody that knows something about Mustangins, and I get me a... if I could just get me 2 top hands for that roundup.
You want me to go in and pack my suitcase?
No. First thing that I got to do is to go in town and see if I can find me a couple of hands that want to do an honest day's work for an honest day's wage. Come here. You keep an eye on that ornery critter there and don't let him out. Else you follow me in the big sun, have half the town dog bit before it could catch you.
Yes, sir. I'll watch it.
I reckon it wouldn't do no lasting harm if you was to, tidy up this place a bit.
Yes, sir. I'll shine the place up real good. I bet you won't even recognize it when you get back.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
I'll wash out whatever needs washing.
What?
And if you're late, I can even start supper.
Yeah. What I need is a top Mustanger, and what I get is a dang pot buster. Phew.
Dang on you, Crowbait. You're not going to be any help at all. Oh, how many cows can a cowpoke punch till a cow will punch a cowpoke? How many cows can a cowpoke punch till a cow will punch him back? It's sad, but so, some varmints never learn. It's sad, but so, they keep forgetting that a worm can turn. How many cows can a cowpoke punch till a cow will punch a cowpoke? How
How many cows can a cowpoke punch till a cow will punch him back?
Yes, sir, Turkeyneck. I got the surprise of my life at the station the other morning.
Huh?
A relation of yours. The way you described him, I expected some cockadoodle-doo, not a bandit.
Yeah, well, he's tight wound. I've got more stuff in him than a lot of boys twice his size. And he's got Tugwell blood. You can see that right off.
You can't have too much of it unless it's packed in there under pressure.
Hey, ain't they kind of small for size 15? Thought they was boys' boots.
Oh, they are. That's the price.
$15?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Changed your mind kind of fast, didn't you?
Well, a man don't generally just, buy something first time he looks at it.
Oh.
Besides, I didn't come to town just to buy a pair of boots. Hey, is Luther Lummett still out of prospecting?
Sure.
Oh, how about the Riley boys?
Riley boys?
Yeah, they come back to Cheyenne yet.
They better not.
Mr. Tugwell,
Ma'am?
they told us down at the post office you was looking for hard help.
Yes, ma'am. You fellas ever done any mustanging?
Luke here outrid and outroped every man at the Powder River Roundup. Except for two, Ike and Jeremy. They come in first and second.
First, second.
Old Sagebrush is gonna put up quite a squawk if you start bringing in ringers.
Why, that old brand-blotching, whiffle-whanging yahoo. That's all he's ever done is squawk anyhow.
If there's gonna be that kind of talk, I don't wish to expose my boys to it. Come.
Now, ma'am, I'm sorry. I don't hardly ever raise my voice more than once a year. Now, ain't that right, Sheriff?
I want a clean, decent, fully proper home for my boys.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more, ma'am. Yeah, I've got the cleanest, decentest home in this here whole bloomin' county, ma'am.
That's even more important than money.
Yes, ma'am.
Which we'll talk about now. Now, Ike and Jeremy gets $20 a month each, room and board and separate beds. Luke here, he'll be top hand. That's $40 a month, paying on the 1st and the 15th. Then we gets every other Sunday to go to church. Now, it's a fur piece, so we get to go for milking, and we won't come back till about 2 o'clock. Then come Easter is my sister Carrie's wedding, and I've been waiting for 50 years for that, and I ain't gonna miss it.
Gotta have baking powder around here someplace. Oh, I sure can't bake biscuits without it. Guess I'll just have to go borrow some from the neighbors, that's all. Now, you stay here, boy. I don't think Mr. Brackney likes you too well. Person's got to look the best he can when he's setting out to borrow something.
Old skinflint sure didn't waste much time putting you to work, did he?
He doesn't even know about my making biscuits, Mr. Brackney. I'm doing it to surprise him.
Cooking and cleaning ain't proper work for a boy.
But that's all I know how to do, sir.
Even so, he has no right.
Will, hush up. This got nothing to do with you. He come to borrow baking powder from me. Honey. Hot biscuits ain't nothing without honey. And your Uncle Lester loves honey. Unless he's changed a lot since I knew him. You check now? You sure you got everything else you need?
Yes, ma'am, as far as I know.
Butter? Did your uncle churn some fresh? Well, you take him down by the stone house and give him a roll of the butter we churned yesterday.
Sure, Mrs. Brackney, I didn't...
Oh, that's all right. Now run along.
Gee, thanks.
Uh-huh. He seems like such a nice boy.
Doesn't seem possible that boy can be blood kin to that old buzzard.
Nephew yours, he stays with you permanent?
Well, I was just figuring there ain't no reason why he can't. I mean, now that you're here to look after things.
One extra boy makes a lot of extra work.
Oh, no, not him, not nothing. Oh, no. It don't hardly seem right for a boy to be doing things like that, but he's right-handy at sewing on buttons and scrubbing floors and all things like that there. That's the reason he didn't come to town with me today. Stayed home to tidy up. He's worse than I am about those things. Has to have everything just so. Yes, sir, but now he's probably got everything slicker than Sunday harness at courting time.
Richie, catch him! Paul, throw a fit!
Well, it'll take just a little time for you to get used to our new kitchen, but I'm sure... There we go, huh? I'm sure that while your menfolk and I are out on that Mustang hunt, we can get...
Hey, Tugwell, is that where you generally keep your pigs at? In the corn crib?
Hey, Suey! Suey there! Hey, watch out now. Go on, get out of there now. All right, come on, now listen. Suey there! Hey, get! Come on. Hey, now. Get you. Hey, go on, get. Now. Come on, get. Hey, ain't nobody gonna help me here.
Lou,
Hey.
get them things back on. We're getting out of here. Jeremy, crank her up.
Hey, wait! Hey, where's everybody going?
I thought I seen some dirty places before, but nothing like that. Luke, get going.
If I care.
Uncle Tug, what happened? Is that smoke coming out of the house? I guess what happened, Uncle Tug, you see, I tied crowbait to the stove leg so that I had the house cleaned up real good. And, well, what I was gonna do is I was gonna bake some... Well, bye, Laura-Kate. I'll write to you from Chicago. I'll go pack my suitcase. Stay, crowbait.
I'll get the truck.
Well, bye, crowbait. Gonna miss you. Never thought I'd miss anybody who tried to kick me out of bed and give me fleas at the same time. But I will. Now you be a good dog, you hear?
Junk pile out in my way before I part it down the middle.
You must have seen me coming. Trying to sneak off before I get here. Well, you ain't gonna make it.
Sneak off from what?
You know dang well. I've just come by to tell you, Turkeyneck. I've took all I'm gonna take off of you. You and that stupid dog and your no-count relation.
Hold on there now.
That wasn't no accident. And you can't tell me that was no accident. That dog and that kid coming on my place, wrecking my whole garden?
What are you talking about?
That's the bomb with that, done it. He hitched up that dog like you hitch a mule to a plow, and then he drive him onto my place.
No, Mr. Brackney. I was trying to catch him. Really?
Why didn't you tell me that you had our dog on his place? Now I got to go have him fumigated.
Don't try to wiggle out of it. You know dang well he was there, 'cause you put the boy up to it.
No, Mr. Brackney.
I'd have whipped him if I'd have knowed it. Your place ain't fitting for my hound dog.
I was willing to tolerate it, having you live alongside of me, as long as you lived alone.
You was willing to tolerate... Ha!
What now? You're gonna start importing relations from all over the country. Well, then something's gotta be done, and done quick.
Is that so?
Yes, that's so.
And who do you reckon is gonna do something? You?
All right. I'll give you one chance. You get that boy relation of yours out of here and head for Chicago on the next train, and I won't do no more about it.
You won't do no more about... Let me tell you something.
I ain't listening.
That boy come here to live with me, and that don't require no permit from you. Now, he's gonna stay right here just as long as he darn well pleases. Now, what do you think of that?
Can't nobody say I didn't give you fair warning. You, in the car.
You, over here. You think you can tell me who I can have at my place and who I can't? You ain't never gonna live to see the day. Here. You take that suitcase and get right back on in the house. Yeah, and you get that traveling junk pile off in my property before my dog decides to bury it. Huh. Well, go on, boy.
Well, here we are again.
You know, a kind of funny thing, come to think about it. I mean, Sagebrush's little girl there, Laura-Kate. She was here with you today, knowed you was gonna leave. Seems kind of strange she didn't tell him, save him a lot of... Unless, of course, she did tell him, and he...
Papa, I thought I'd bust.
I always said, ain't no use nursing a grudge all these years. If you ain't got sense enough to use it when the time comes.
What's the matter, Uncle Tug?
Hey, well, I'm gonna tell you now. That's a funny thing, but under that leathery old hide of sagebrush, there's a heart of pure chickweed. Hey, boy.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and wet behind the ears, gawky little string bean, he's nothing. Green as a willow sprig, ain't seen too many years. That gawky little string bean, he's nothing. He's got a lot of knocks to take, he's got a lot to learn. He's got a lot of growing up to do. He's got a lot of going through and fingers to burn before they call him more than, hey, you!
Hey, you, nothing. Now, I'm going to go in there and see if I can get me some hired hands. I just could get lucky. You see, there's a card game going on in there, and I might get me some of them rascals after they've lost their last buck and before they blow their brains out for being so stupid, huh? Here. Tell you what you do now. You go up there at the Mercantile and get yourself some jawbreakers, and I'll come find you after a bit. Right?
Right.
Hey, Turkeyneck, how about shooting a game of pool, huh?
He's got a lot of knocks to take, he's got a lot to learn, he's got a lot of growing up to do. He's got a lot of going through and fingers to burn before they call him more than hey you, nothing. Spirit and vinegar and lots of fighting heart. He's got the ammunition that's something. But life is a road to hoe and he's just at the start. That gawky little string bean, he's nothing.
Richie!
Oh, morning, Laura-Kate. Mrs. Brackney.
Hello, Richie.
Mr. Brackney.
All right, son.
What you doing, buying new clothes? Well, not until I can wear these out a little more, I guess.
Don't seem like they'd protect your legs very much, riding through brush, anything like that.
No, really, Mrs. Brackney. They're just fine. I just came in here to kill time. Uncle Tug's going around town trying to find some hired hands.
Take some looking. Ever find anybody willing to work for him?
Will, don't you talk that way, not to his nephew.
Well, the truth's the truth. It don't matter who you're talking to.
Just don't you pay him no mind. Now you go and load the car and come back here and wait for us. And don't you honk. We'll be out soon as she's finished her lesson.
I had to take a stupid old piano lesson.
What's this?
That's just a little list I have for you. Come along now.
Hey, Papa tells me you're going to be gatekeeper at the roundup.
Whatever that is. Uncle Tug signed me up for it.
Laura-Kate? Oh. Well, goodbye, Richie, and I'll see you at the roundup. We'll have more darn fun. Do I have to take a piano lesson? Ow.
That list for me, Mrs. Davis. Morning, Sheriff.
That's you, Nuthin?
Oh, hi, Uncle Tug. Did you find anybody?
Nah. You can't find nobody anymore who wants to do an honest day's work. But I'm going to find somebody. I'm going to keep looking. Don't you worry about that. Of course, I could beat some people at Mustanging in an ordinary year, single-handed and blindfolded.
That's been some people's problem. They've been trying to do their Mustanging blindfolded. Figured must have been something like that. Anybody do as bad as he done last year?
Yeah. He's going to be cackling about last year, rest his natural born days. He forgot about the 10 years hand running I beat him before that. Yeah, I was talking about this year.
I'll talk about that after it's over. And I'll bet you won't like the sound of it no better.
Yeah. You hear about them people always saying, I'll bet you this, I'll bet you that, but you don't ever see them put up a nickel hard cash. You ever notice that, son?
I don't generally bet nickels. Except with them, I can't afford more than that.
Sagebrush? I got $30 right there. That says any or all part of it that I'm going to bring in more Mustangs than you this year.
Is that so?
Yes, that's so.
Uncle Tug, shouldn't we be getting on home?
Come on, you just name how much.
I hate to take advantage of a man that ain't got good sense. But you goaded me into it.
Now, wait a minute. No, his big mouth got him into this, Sheriff.
Let's get it straight. Now, each one of you is going to bet $30 apiece.
That's right.
And the man who brings in the most Mustangs is the winner.
Right.
It's a bet.
Yeah.
Shake hands.
Hey, I'll bet that's the first time they shook hands since for a long time, huh?
Uncle Tug. What are you doing?
Just trying to get rid of some of them germs, boy, until I can wash my hands properly.
You shouldn't have said a thing like that. That's like throwing salt into an open wound.
Here we go. Come on, let's go.
That did nothing but remind them that's the first time they shook hands since old Sagebrush ran off and married Turkeyneck's intended.
All right, boy. Let's move out. Whoa, boy. Whoa!
One of these days, I'm going to run over that no-account dog, and you're going to see the happiest rooster in 17 counties.
Did you find the Luther boys?
Yeah, I found them.
They gonna work for you on the roundup?
No, they're not going to work for me. Old Sagebrush got to them before I did. They're going to work for him.
He's gonna have an awful lot of help.
Well, he had it all set up. Stacked up just like a deck of cards. Whew.
What do you mean, Uncle Tug?
Well, he knowed he had every man jack in the county all sewed up. Then he goaded me into that stupid bet.
Uncle Tug? You think you'd have any chance at all on the roundup with just you and me? If I learned how to ride?
Boy, the time we got left, you couldn't hardly learn which end of the horse to put the hay in. Besides, you got enough to do tending that there gate, you see. Whew. Only thing I can hope for is that the end of the world is going to come in the next few weeks. I sure hope it comes before this roundup is over.
Are they Indians?
Cheyenne.
Should we make a run for it?
Oh, Shorty, Peewee. This here's my nephew, just came out from Chicago.
Leg look like big snake.
Is he loco or something?
First time I see boy wear bloomers.
Well, now, Shorty, what brings you two down out of the hills?
We here old friend, Turkeyneck. He need help.
Huh? Oh, well, I guess everybody can use a little extra help time to time, huh?
We show old friend where our Mustang. Very hard to find this year for a white man.
Oh, well, dang gone you, Shorty. I always knowed you's my friend.
We brothers.
Blood brothers. Now, you two. Let's put your horse in the barn there. Hay in the mow, oats in the bin. You can bed down, and there's a couple of bunks. That's fine. Get along there now. That's it. Wait till old Sagebrush hears who I got riding for me.
You got a chance to win now?
You're a smarter man than I am to figure out how to lose. Why, them Cheyennes know every trick there is about Mustang. And they's the ones invented the game. Come on. Shorty, I'm never going to forget you for this. Let me tell you something. You have got an Indian for a friend. You are fixed for life.
We brothers.
Blood brothers. Now, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you $15 for the week. That's 10 for you and 5 for Peewee. That's a mite higher than I usually pay, considering 4.5 weeks to the month.
$30. $20 me. $10 Peewee.
What do you mean, $30?
For me, $20. For Peewee, $10.
Why, you no good Sawash, I wouldn't pay you $30 for your whole tribe.
For each Mustang, $5. You keep Mustang, We keep $5.
$5?
Each. $5 for me, $5 Peewee. You keep Mustang.
Now listen, you. You get off my property, you thieving, chiseling horse scalper. Why, you just come in here thinking you got me over a barrel, I wouldn't be caught dead riding with you. Now you hear me? You get, go on.
Okay, get.
Huh?
Come, Peewee, we go.
Let that be a lesson to you, son. You got an engine for a friend, you keep one hand on your money belt and the other hand on your scalp.
But Uncle Tug, if they really do know where to find the Mustang...
No, they just come riding in here looking for a couple of weeks' wages for a couple of days' work. That's all there was to it. That
we go.
Ah, good riddance.
Blood brother. Over there, that where lives Sagebrush Brackney.
Now just a gall darn minute here.
We make offer find the Mustangs for you. You say no, go away. Maybe Sagebrush, he pay us.
Yeah, well, now, wait a minute. There must be some way we can work this out.
What we work out, very simple. For me.
Yeah, I know, yeah. For you, $20. For him, $10. $5 for each Mustang. I keep Mustang. Huh? Hold still there, baby.
There. Bet you don't pull that thing loose. Now, there's food enough here for today and tomorrow both. So don't go eating it all in one sit. We might not get back tomorrow till near dark. Might even be later than that if we run onto a whole big herd of Mustangs.
Hey, Nuthin! Hurry up in there, will you? We want to be on the trail before first light.
Yes, sir. Bye, Probate. And I'll tell you all about it when we get back.
What's holding us up? Let's get up to those Mustangs.
As soon as old Turkeyneck explains to the boy how to handle a gate.
Time he gets through explaining everything, they'll be in the back of the hills having lived a full life without ever being saddled.
Oh, take it easy. Hey, Turkeyneck, let's go.
Now, just a dang minute. Now, think you got that straight?
Yes, sir. When I hear horses coming, I swing open the gate.
Uh-huh.
And stay out of sight over there.
That's right. Now, what we do is, we go down there and we round up these here Mustangs, you see, and we drive them right down through this draw. Now, these two pieces of fence that kind of make like a funnel here. Hey, will you pay attention to me, boy?
Yes, sir.
See these two pieces of fence? They make like a funnel, right? Now, we drive them down through and right through here, just a yipping and yelling and hollering and screaming as loud as we can. As soon as we get them all in the corral, wham! You shut this here gate just as fast as you can do it. Now, you got the picture? All right.
Now look out for rider. Sometime can get behind you. Sometime cannot stop. Slam at the gate.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
Don't you worry, Uncle Tug. I can handle it, and I won't let you down.
I knowed you won't. Otherwise, I wouldn't have signed you to the job. But see, I did kind of stick my neck out now, and you got to stay right on the job. Pay attention. See, no fooling around.
I won't, Uncle Tug. Don't you worry.
Yeah, that's a good boy there.
I'm not gonna stand around talking all day. Come on, boys, let's get us some Mustangs.
Want to ride along with me to the top of the hill? Watch you start to fan out?
I gotta stay here. I'm gatekeeper.
You can hear Mustangs coming a mile away. They don't sneak up on you.
I don't think I better.
Oh, well, nothing to see anyhow, really.
But next year I'm gonna learn to ride well enough so I can go along with Uncle Tug.
Well, the only way you can learn how to ride is by doing it. Here, ride Prince around for a while.
No, I promised Uncle Tug I'd tend right to business.
No, not good. Too much rain. Plenty grass and high hill. Wild horse stay up there, not to come down here. Only after high hill all dry out and the grass gone. Then
you ought to be paying me $30 a month. All right, now we'll go down on it nice and easy and circle around there. Let's go. Grass too green.
How do I look? Fine, fine. Only you hold the reins in your left hand.
Left hand? You sure?
Sure, I'm sure. If you held them in your right, how'd you swing a rope or roll a cigarette one-handed?
You know, I never thought about that.
That's it. Kind of move with her.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep practicing in private. Then one day I'm gonna go up to Uncle Tug, and I'm gonna say, Uncle Tug, how'd you like to have a little help with those cattle? And before he can say one word, I'm gonna swing into the saddle and...
Mustang's coming! It's probably Pop or some of his men.
It's Uncle Tug! Yahoo!
Hey, good going, Richie.
Yeah, you done good, boy. Nobody could done no better.
I just did what you told me to do. That's all.
Well, that's all there was to do. If they'd have been any more, I'd have told you about that, too. You know something? We got old Sagebrush beat already. I tell you, I think he ought to pay me double, seeing as we got him skunked.
Is that all the Mustangs you found? Just those two?
Well, you seen anybody come in here with any more?
We're lucky to find even two. Others all stay up in high hill till grass all gone.
More Mustangs coming.
All right, son, come on, get that gate open.
It's Papa!
Nice going, Richie.
You beat old Turkeyneck cold. He just brung in too. Yoo-hoo!
Yeah, yourself. Oh, yeah, well, that's just a start. It's how we stand tomorrow, what really counts. I'll tell you that. That's one thing I just won't pay him, Master. He calls them things Mustangs. Got a bunch of jackrabbits this way. He's got there. Nothing to prove about
Uncle
Mustangs.
Tug.
That don't prove.
Uncle Tug.
Huh?
Uncle Tug.
What? Huh? Oh. What's the matter, boy? Can't you sleep? Oh, come on now. That's a good boy.
Morning, Laura-Kate. Hi, Richie. Wonder if anybody's caught any Mustangs yet.
If anybody, I hope it's Uncle Tug.
If it's anybody, I hope it's Papa.
Hey, look at that, will you? Did you ever see anything as beautiful as that in your life?
How are we going to handle them, just the three of us? We need more men.
Oh, you're gonna handle them all right. You expect to collect them fancy wages, you're gonna ride like you never rode before. Easy now, let's go, let's go.
goes your 30 bucks.
I don't believe it. How'd he scalp that many?
I don't know, but he did.
Well, there's only 3 of them, and they still got a long way to go.
Well, I ain't taking no sides, but I gotta see this.
That was great. All it takes is practice and a good horse.
Laura-Kate, I was just wondering, have you ever seen anybody do one of those running mounts like they do in the pictures? I mean, can you do one?
Sorta.
You can?
Sorta. At least I can try. Stand back.
Laura-Kate, are you all right? Laura-Kate! Oh, boy. Come on, Laura-Kate!
Hey, you nothing! I take that back. You're less than nothing. All right, round him up. Ha! Ha!
Tell me I ain't
There goes old Turkeyneck. Look at him.
The funniest thing I ever seen in my whole life.
Mr. Brackney! Come quick! It's Laura-Kate! She's been hurt!
Laura-Kate! Laura-Kate!
I'm all right, Papa.
Oh, thank good. Somebody get a blanket.
Get a blanket, some stuff for splits. How'd it happen, Laura-Kate?
Take it easy, Sheriff. What happened, Laura-Kate?
Well, I was showing Richie a jump mount, and I guess I fell off.
I told you to quit following me. Now go on, get back to the house. I said get! Okay, then sit there. But don't you follow me no further, you hear?
Now, how's that? Now, you leave it alone like the doctor told you.
But it itches.
Now, Laura-Kate, you listen. I'll get it.
Papa, pass me the cookie jar.
You just had 2 fistfuls.
But it keeps my mind off the itch.
Richie.
Hello, Mrs. Brackney. How's Laura-Kate? She gonna be all right?
Doctor says she's going to be just fine.
I'm sure glad. I just wanted to find out before I'm sure glad.
Looks like you're leaving. Where to? Back to Chicago?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, Now, you must come in and say goodbye to Laura-Kate.
Well, I better be getting on into town.
Well, it hurt her feelings real bad if you didn't. Besides, there isn't a train out of here till early evening. Mr. Brackney can drive you in. We're sure going to be sorry to see you go, Richie.
Thank you, ma'am. Anyhow, I got to go on a Mustang roundup. That's something at least.
Hi, Richie. I busted my leg.
How are you feeling, Laura-Kate?
Itchy. Outside of that, okay, I guess. Except the doctor says I won't be able to ride again. Maybe for a whole month.
Richie's come to say goodbye.
Goodbye?
What do you mean, goodbye?
Richie's going back to Chicago.
Oh, Richie, no.
Why?
Well, some things work out and some things don't. Me and Uncle Tug, we just haven't, that's all.
Of course, it could be a kind of a feather in your cap. You didn't kick you out long before this.
He didn't kick me out, Mr. Brackney. He wasn't even back from the roundup yet. But I know how he's feeling, and I figured, heck, why wait?
Why, Lester.
Oh, Carrie, I just come to,
If you're finally showing up for the wedding reception, you're just a little bit late.
I was looking for nothing. Oh, I mean, that's my nephew. He come out from Chicago.
Richie?
But yeah, I just call him Nothing. It's kind of a nickname.
He's inside. Come on in.
Oh, now there ain't no need. Oh, thank you. See, I got home, I found this here note, and I thought maybe he might have just stopped by here on his way to... Oh, it's a mighty handsome house you got here, Carrie.
Well, thank you, Lester. The kitchen's this way.
Oh, I heard about your little girl, Laura-Kate, being hurt. I'm sure sorry. She's gonna be all right, ain't she?
Doctor says she's gonna be fine. Thank you for asking.
I can understand you wanting to get away from that old buzzard. But why clear back to Chicago?
Oh, Uncle Tuck.
That's a mighty fine thing you done, boy. Slamming that gate closed just when you did.
You mean you're not mad at me?
Eh? Well, if it hadn't been for how fast you was thinking, that poor little girl there might have found herself all... Well, then I got home, found that note that you was running out on me.
I didn't think you want me around anymore after what happened today.
Well, now that sure is a funny way of figuring. I mean, just when you and me'd finally sort of figured out how we could stand one another.
But Laura-Kate wouldn't have been hurt at all if it hadn't been for me.
Oh, now, Richie.
Well, it's true. Asking you to show me all those riding tricks instead of paying attention to my job. Worrying about becoming a hot-shot cowboy instead of a first-class gatekeeper. If I'd been paying strict attention to my job like you told me to do, none of this would have happened. And that's the truth, Uncle Tom.
All right, so that's the truth. That don't mean anything. I tell you, you just sure don't make it any easier for a fella to try to be sociable, I tell you.
But I was the reason you lost the bet.
I know that. But, well, you see, I sort of got it through my head that I was gonna kind of try to fix up the T-Bar T and make it a more fitting place for a boy like you to live, you know. And then it just seems like this is a mighty poor time for you to be, you know, picking up and running off.
You mean you want me to stay?
Now, Carrie, just what have I been trying to tell this boy?
Gee, Uncle Tug. Gee.
Well, as long as nobody's going to Chicago, let's sit down and have a cup of coffee. Will, fetch some cups. Richie, you fill up your glass with that milk pitcher over there. Lester, you sit here.
Well, now, Carrie, no, I didn't come over here. You
Lester.
see, to talk. What?
Sit.
Oh.
Will, the cups.
Were you able to get back many of the Mustangs?
No, not many.
How many?
Actually, we didn't get back none at all. But it's all right. Best in the long run for me, because now I won't have to hay feed them all winter long. Oh, now run, Sheriff, while we're on the subject. Send me over your winnings. Yeah, there it is, all right there.
About that bet, Turkeyneck. I figured you had me beat fair and square. Before that boy slammed that gate. And he done that to save my daughter's life. So I figure I'm the one that lost.
Now, wait a minute. I never made a bet in my whole life and didn't pay 'em.
Who wants to cut a fudge cake?
I ain't gonna have nobody going around saying that I didn't pay.
You think I don't know how many Mustangs you brung in that last drive? I seen them. I even told the sheriff you had me beat fair and square.
Ah, now wait a minute, Sagebrush. I don't never count no fuzztail till I got my hackamore on him.
Well, I didn't win it.
Well, I didn't win it.
Will, you say you lost the bet?
Yes.
Lester, you say you lost it?
I sure did.
Carrie, what you doing?
What do you care? You said it's not your money.
Yeah, but you can't. That don't mean that it ain't yours.
Either of you claim it? Speak up. Lester, you win the bet?
Oh.
Will?
No.
Then it's settled. Now drink your coffee and eat the cake. And when you're done, there's one little thing I want the two of you to do for me. I want the two of you to go down behind the barn. And then you can fight, or wrestle, or shoot each other, or run a foot race. I don't care, but you get this thing between you settled once and for all, because there's going to be no more feuding, and we're going to live alongside each other like neighbors oughta, and neither one of you is going to forget it. I'll see to that.
You've been married to that Spitfire all these years. Well, now there ain't no way you and me gonna go behind the barn. No, foot race. I saw you chasing them Mustangs.
Well, man, let me tell you what I got to do with you.
I know.
I'm gonna do something.
I remember.
All right.
Here we go.
Did you have a little tiger?
Squeeze it up in there.
Here we go.
Oh,
wait a minute. Put it up close. You're trying to...
What?
Well, a good cook, boy. One hand.
Maybe it would have been quieter and more peaceful around here if I'd let him stay mad.
Ow! Turkeyneck! You see? Put your arm down there.
What do you mean,
You put your move.
50, 60. Thank you, Mrs. Brackney.
Richie, will you get out here before I bust?
Hey, now!
Is that you?
Yeah, we're gonna have to change his name. Call him something, because he sure ain't nothing.
Yes, sir. He really is something.
Hey, Crowbait, where are you going there?
Here, drop that. Go on, Crowbait. You ever bring that thing back around here and I'll whomp you a good one.
Here, now let's shape up this hat here a little bit. Yeah, we gotta put a crease in there and roll that brim a mite. Fine.
Here you go, boy.
It'll be fine as soon as you get wet a few times.
You're guaranteed.